It seems like OG is just collecting all the trophies. I mean, the Aegis of Champions has their name engraved twice on it, which has never been seen before. But put that into context. I mean, OG's had quite the story even before their first TI victory, right? So when you look at OG as a team and what they have accomplished, where would you rank that in esports history, let alone Dota history?
So before the International 2018, so before they even won any TI, they were already, obviously different iteration, they were already a team that had a tremendous amount of success. They won like 4 of Valve's majors with a prize pool over $300 million. And that is $3 million. Did I say 300? I meant 3 if I said 300. $3 million. And that's crazy already. That is such a big accomplishment, and no other team has ever been able to copy that. In amount of winning majors, Virtus.pro was able to do that as well, but not with the same amount of prize pool money attached to those majors, because at some point the majors, they were more, but they gave less money, so it's a little bit different in that regard. And then winning an international already is amazing to do in 2018, so that is an amazing accomplishment. They did it with a team that was basically torn apart just a month and a half before the tournament. They built it up, and they won with a Cinderella run from the open qualifiers through the regional qualifiers, group stages, and then all the way to the top. And that was already unheard of. That was a Cinderella run because it was not like they were the favorites going into the tournament. Far from it. A lot of people had posted them last, which is a very normal thing to do for a team, to a team that has only just formed. So it was very impressive them winning the International 2018. There were still a lot of people saying, you know what, they got lucky. It's you have brackets, and you have maybe lucky side of the bracket and an unlucky side of the bracket. And a lot of people saying, you know what, they just had a lot of good luck and it was a fluke, and they figured something out that worked for that one tournament, but they'll never see the likes of that success again. And then in they come, International 2019, and nobody has ever won the Aegis twice, first of all. There was Navi, another successful team, that won the International 1, changed their roster a little bit, came second International 2, changed their roster a little bit, came second at the International 3, but they've never been able to win it, and they were like the most dominant Dota 2 team to date. Well, they were, because OG kind of took that title now. And then in comes OG, who hasn't played with their full squad throughout the year until like a couple months before the tournament, and they looked a little bit shaky throughout the year, and then they show up and they crush the group stages. And what we often see is teams doing in the group stages, they're doing okay, but they're not always the champion. You know, they're going to be figured out at some point, and OG just never got figured out. They just rolled through the entire upper bracket, and they took that second Aegis, and that's like, it's mind-blowing. It's so extraordinary to be able to do it once, let alone do it twice.
Right.
So that is super impressive.
A lot of the casters on the actual broadcast made the point several times. OG is the greatest team in Dota history. Very definitive statement. Do you agree?
Yeah, I don't think anybody can argue otherwise. Winning 2 internationals back-to-back, just to give you extra information, there has been 12 tournaments in Dota 2 history with a prize pool of over $3 million. And No Tail, with OG, not always the same iteration, but always No Tail, he has won 6 of them.
Wow.
That's crazy. That is not luck. That is not a fluke. There's something there that is incredible and unique. And I think it is safe to say that they are the greatest Dota 2 team in history. And the best part about that is, I think, it's a team. That team, those 5 people together, actually I will call it 6 with coach. It's phenomenal that those, like, they're representing friendship and happiness, and they want to play when they're feeling good and they're upbeat. Like, they're every PR's dream. Mm-hmm. If we wanted to have a PR team for Dota 2, it would be OG. And then there's just a bonus of having them have 2 world championship titles. So yeah, it's amazing.